Here we are at Hot Springs, Virginia, at the Hot Springs Arena, where the Hot Springs Red Hots will take on the Hartford Wolves in tonight's second of 4 matchups here on the SPL Network. My name is Darth. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get to know the players that are going to be on the ice for this matchup. For the Hartford Wolves, the new acquisition of the Dwarf Slayer was added to their roster. Last time he played was back in Season 2 with the Ocean City Typhoons down in the Open Division. Joined alongside his captain, JS Infidel, Ultra Wolf, and B-Grip for the first time in a long time. B-Grip has made his way back into the SPL system. Whether or not he's playing tonight, I'll let you guys know. Right now in the lobby, it's only me and Agent P for the Hot Springs Red Hots. Of course, Scarab captaining the Red Hots this season once again, followed alongside J-Man, Poop Clown, Pat Mister, and you know who. I believe the Red Hots starting lineup tonight is going to be Yamis, Pat, and J-Man. So, you know, after going 1-7 so far this season, they're looking for a little pick-me-up. They're looking for a little, let's get out of the relegation spot atmosphere and looking to get back into the playoff picture. Right now, the Hartford Wolves, a game back out of 4th place. The top 4 make the playoffs this season. First place would play 4th place. Second and third play each other. So if the season ended right now, the Michigan Mafia would be taking on the Nashville Iconics in a best-of-3. And then the Hanover Hamhoggers would take on the Okinawa Generations in a best-of-3 for the first round of the playoffs. Winner of those 2 matches would go on to the Championship Series. The winner of the Championship Series goes to Challenger. The loser has a chance next during the preseason of next season, so season 9, to play a best-of-3 against 9th place of Challenger for their spot in the upper division. But yeah, I think this format's gonna be a little bit better. I think it's gonna give a little bit more edge to the players that want to put in the time and hit the grindstone, if you will. Because if the season ends, you know, you guys might have had a bit of a deflating end, but you can still pull yourselves back up and get back into practice, get some scrims going, get your skill back up, and defend your spot in the upper divisions. I'm just doing a few things back behind the scenes, trying to fix something that is not working. So I'll take a look at the previous 5 between these 2 teams while I do that. Hot Springs going on a 5-game losing streak. First to Nashville, then to Ottawa Valley, then to Hanover, then to Michigan, then to Okinawa. They want to win. They want to win this game. They really do. Of course, Hartford not having T anymore might have to find a new core format to work with. Scarab, Pat, J-Man in the lobby alongside JS, the Dwarf Slayer, and Ultra Wolf. It's going to be... I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to think about this one. If I'm a betting man, I wouldn't be. Dwarf Slayer hasn't played since Season 2. In the Challenger Division, he scored 48 goals on his 14 games played, up with the Typhoons. His first season was in the Intermediate Division with the Typhoons. He played 3 games with 8 goals and 4 assists. So he knows how to play slapshot. It's no stretch of the imagination to say the alternative. So I won't. Keep an eye on him tonight. But 6 players are ready to rock, 6 players are ready to roll, so we will not keep them waiting. Down to the ice we go for our second matchup of tonight. Hartford on the left side. Hot Springs on the right. The puck is dropped, the game is on, and time itself is ticking. J-Man taking this possession back for the boys in red. Swings this one down to the near side. Good challenge there by Pat Mister. Goes off Scarab. Dwarf Slayer getting this one down low off that backhand. Whip to the top side of the ice. J-Man here wheeling this one back defensively, trying to keep possession for the Red Hots. Here's J-Man with it. Off the forehand. Stopped by Dwarf Slayer. Off the backhand. Not able to get the shot he wanted. Pat Mister on that back check, making life a little difficult. Ultra Wolf looking to wheel this one down to the near side. Off the backhand, looking for a pass to JS Tronics just a little behind on the play. J-Man Slayer shot scores, and the first goal is already on the board. A great opportunity, a great pickoff, and a great stick check by JS gives his man some time to breathe. And the first shot is a doozy. Hartford leads it 1-0 here in the first. Pat looking for that center pass. Great denial there by the Hartford defense. Pat trying after this one. Dwarf Slayer getting that long distance shot. 2 shots, 2 goals. The man is going to be something to watch in the Intermediate Division. That's 167 feet away. It's 2-0 Hartford. Pat fighting for it on the top side. J-Man looking to wheel this one out for the Red Hots. Ultra Wolf getting involved in the far side corner. J-Man out of the zone. Tronics off the backhand. Stomped away by Pat. Pat getting the better speed on this one. Off the forehand. Dwarf Slayer there makes him stumble with it out to the neutral zone. Scarab holding. Nice try there over to Pat. Pat with a nice try to push that one forward. Tronics off Slayer. Finds J-Man with a shot off the side of the cage. Comes off to the Slayer down to the near side. Off the hip of J-Man. Pat pole shoots. Hits the post. And that goes off the far side. Tronics, Dwarf, over to Pat. Pat down the near side, tries to fight his way through the Hartford captain, not able to do so easily. Here's Emus Scarab to the top side. Pass over to J-Man, shooting off the far side, and that one comes down to Pat. Pat top side over to J-Man. J-Man off the back end, feeds this one towards the slot, not able to get through the traffic easily. Dwarf Slayer takes it away, off the back end, stopped by Pat. Pat swings this one back to the north side for the Red Hots. I'm so used to seeing the Hot Tamales whenever I see that logo and see this red. It's going to be a hard habit to break. The Hot Springs Red Hots, if you don't know, are the second, considered the B team of the Hot Springs franchise. There's 4 total teams for them. The Hot Springs Hot Tamales are in the Pro Division. There's the Red Hots. And what a wraparound shot by JS Tronics, able to send that one packing. It's 3-0 for the Wolves. And, you know, sitting down, not seeing Infidel in the lobby, one of the bigger spirits of the Hartford Wolves, made me question whether or not this was going to be an even match or if it was going to be a blowout one way nor the other. And, well, that answer is coming to fruition right here, right now. Hot Springs need to get on the board here early before this period hits the halfway point, if they can. Of course, comeback stories are always appreciated and gloried. What a shot. Nice save. Oh, no, it goes in. Oh, man, the shot was just too powerful. Dwarf Slayer, an absolute zinger. Hits Scarab right between the eyes, throws him through the net and out the other end. 4-0 Hartford, having the better side of chances, having the better side of shots, and the better side of goals so far. Tronics with a great takeaway off the backhand. Shooting, hits the post, and that goes in off the tender. Unfortunate. Scarab beating himself up about it. I can hear him in the locker room already. Tronics with a great try, but, you know, a little puck luck going a long way there. We're a little halfway over this first period, and it's already 5-0. If the difference ever does hit 10, we call it early. Little mercy roll there for the lopsided matches. You don't got to sit in the lobby and just get pounded to a pulp. Tronic sends this one free near side. J-Man with a shot. Goes off the far side and wide. Pat with another one. JS Tronics awarded that save. Pat looking to cycle this one back off the near side blue. J-Man off the backhand. Tries to feed this one through to Pat. Pat lets that one leak through. Has possession. Goes off Dwarf. Dwarf gets past one. Scarab with the back check. Finds J-Man off the near side. From the point. Shooting. Nice save by Tronics. Did he not get the save for that? I feel robbery's afoot here. The crowd didn't cheer for him. And I'm a little confused by it. Pat. Scarab. Shooting. Scores. My goodness. If at first you don't succeed, try it again. That's what my dad always taught me. And that's why I got a few more scars than I should. 1-5. The Hot Springs Red Hots have themselves on the board. Captain looking to lead by example. Good try on the bank out pass. Pat not able to collect it. That one sent way back in by the Wolves. Red Hots have possession. Pat going to start the breakout. Near side over to Scarab. Scarab here with a forehand pass in the air over to J-Man. He collects his thoughts. Goes over to the near side. Pat Mister not able to waltz with that one, as the Dwarf Slayer has its way back over to Tronics. Ultra Wolf looking for the net. Good crash of the crease, but nobody there to get that one past Scarab. Dwarf Slayer. J-Man. Battle with it. Here's Scarab with it. Ultra Wolf pulling to the near side. Here's Dwarf Slayer back out to the point. Finds Tronics. Shot saved by Pat. Goes over to Ultra Wolf with 60 seconds to work with. Ultra Wolf. Pat. Pat with a backhand. That goes wide. Tronics here looking to pick up the loose pieces out in front. J-Man here peeling this one off that far side red line. Hits his own blue. Gets past one. Looking to get past two with a bank pass over to Scarab. Scarab with a return fire over to J-Man. J-Man here crossing his way through the neutral zone with a chop towards the cage. Not able to get it through the traffic. JS Tronics off the backhand. Looks towards the top side and then crosses it to the near side corner into the red hot zone. J-Man, Ultra Wolf goes off. Pat Mister with 30 seconds remaining. Bobbles that back to the neutral zone. JS Tronics polling. Nice try there off the first. The second is even better. Scarab with an answer to everything they're questioning. Nice save by Ultra Wolf. Sends this one to the top side. A good pot shot from the neutral zone from Emus Scarab earlier on from the Red Hots. Tronics there will dump this one out. Scarab here picks it up with 10. Off the backhand of J-Man with 8. Out in front, Pat with his peel, not able to get it to go. Tronics out of the zone. He saves his team just a little bit of time to breathe to end off that first period, and they will walk into the intermission with the lead. The difference is 4. Hartford in the lead after 1. Not having who in the lobby for the Hot Springs Red Hots, one of their bigger scorers, not really having all that much of an effect on the ice right here, right now. Tronics with 2 goals, Dwarf Slayer with 3. Of course, they've been putting on the shots. They have a total of 8 so far. Red Hots have had the majority of answers so far, but 6 ready to rock, 6 ready to roll. We're back on the ice for the second period of action. Red Hots need to get one early on. We'll see if they can do it. They have possession to start with it. J-Man here to rock this one down to the near side. Ultra Wolf getting a hand on this one. Pat with a step. 2-on-1. Off the backhand. Sends it over to Scarab. Scarab back out to the point. That goes wide off that near side. J-Man rocking this one to Pat. Pat off the stick of Tronic. Sends into the far side corner. Hot Springs with possession still. Here's Emus Scarab with it. Off to the near side. Puck leaks off his stick slowly. Goes over off the hands of Ultra Wolf. Save made down to the near side. Here's Dwarf Slayer with it now. Backhand try over to Ultra Wolf. Swing and a miss. Goes over to the far side corner. Ultra Wolf back to Tronics. Tronics top side. Long time Wolf. Sending it with a shot. Nice save by Scarab, and he answers it down to the near side wall. Once, twice, Carl Weezered it back into the neutral center avenue. Swung off the post, and it goes to the far side and wide. Oh, my goodness. Great save by Scarab. It's an onslaught of shots from the Hartford department right now. Pat missing that one. Scarab, another save. Scarab off the backhand. Sends this one for a shot just off the far side and wide. Ultra Wolf swings this one near side. J-Man off the backhand. Looks for the pass out to the near side point. Scarab takes it from the hip. Tries to get possession back. Dwarf Slayer there. Calm and collective. Sends this one down the near side wall. Pulls this one out in front. Good save there by Pat Mister. And he'll send this one down the full 200. Don't know how the puck launched off Tronics' stick quite like that. But, well, you saw what I saw. Ultra Wolf to Tronics. J-Man takes it away. Backhand shot. Goes wide, barely off that near side. Pat here with a chance, goes over to his captain. Here's Scarab with it now on the near side. Top side of J-Man, punched out of the zone, into the net. And that is a Hartford goal. 3 minutes 24 remaining in this middle chapter of play, and they've made it 6-1 from a good defensive effort. Scarab looking to the top side over to Pat. Pat Mister here with the advancement on it. Looking to wheel this one down the near side. Dwarf Slayer here trickles that one back out to the top side. Good save there by Scarab. Dwarf Slayer retains possession near side. A good shot just goes wide off that near side. J-Man out of zone. Pat Mister with a touch on it. Tronics there with a better stick check. Tronics off the far side. Goes off J-Man. J-Man here looking to wheel and deal off towards the top side of the ice. Dwarf Slayer pops it loose. Nice save once, twice, and that third time's the charm. They have the lead 7-1. Dwarf Slayer will not be denied. Scarab accidentally used his last dash out of the zone and was not able to quite recover for it. 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining here in the second. It's 7-1. Pat playing with fire. Awarded the save in the process. Maybe he's just looking for a little stat padding. Who's to say? Tronics, Scarab, back down low to Tronics. Scarab off that backhand. Dwarf Slayer with a hand on it. Sends this one off his backhand and into the offensive zone. Here's J-Man, top side out to Scarab. Scarab stopped by Tronics, goes off Dwarf Slayer over to Ultra Wolf. Good chip towards the cage. Scarab here, calm and collective. Sends this one down to the nearest side. Here's Pat Mister with it. Off the forehand. Goes off the hip of J-Man. Ultra Wolf out of the zone. Scarab here to collect it for the Red Hots. Top side wall, stopped by Ultra Wolf. Ultra Wolf back on the defensive side, looking to pull this one out towards the top. Finds Dwarf Slayer in the neutral zone off the forehand. The shot was denied immediately by Pat. Once, twice by the second shot by Ultra Wolf. Scarab, plays with it. J-Man out of the zone. Tronics with a shot stopped by J-Man at his own blue line. J-Man reversing topside. Forehand shot hits the end wall. Here's Dwarf with it now topside. Loosened up. Scarab comes back with it. J-Man, Dwarf, topside finds himself. Goes off at his backhand. Here's Pat Mister with it with 1 minute 42 to work with here in the second. J-Man able to find Scarab. Back over to Pat. Pat down low over to J-Man. Ricochets that one down into the corner. Out in front. Pat with a shot. Nice save by Ultra Wolf. Man, in the nick of time, out of nowhere with the assist. Here's Scarab with it back in his own defensive end for Hot Springs. Off that forehand, sent down to the near side corner. J-Man looking to get a hand out in front. Nice control, and Dwarf Slayer with another save, not warranted in the books, but it is in our heart. Pat Mister down to the near side. Dwarf Slayer with a backhand control. Finds his way top side, just trying to get any amount of leeway. trying to find any passing lane or shot lane available, just not able to find anything worthwhile. 60 to work with here in the second. Scarab fans on it. Shot scores! Top shelf where you keep the peanut butter, and the Hartford Wolves extend the lead 8-1. "57 seconds to work with here in the second. Hartford having the better side of the shots and the goals so far here tonight. And that's goal number 9. A good try off the near side. The puck just did not want to work with Pat. And that was just a little too soft to no man's land. 50 seconds to work here in the second. The goal difference is now 8. Here's Scarab with it. Walking his way across, trying to secure the takeaway. Off the forehand, shot goes wide off to the near side corner. Here's Dwarf Slayer with it. J-Man with a step to the top side. Finds his way back over to Pat. Pat off the forehand, trying to get his change towards the cage, but not able to get it to roll. Wolf to the neutral. J-Man off the forehand, shooting off that tip of the stick of Ultra Wolf. Pat looking for a shift down center lane. Dwarf Slayer denies him both times. Scarab shooting off to the far side, finds Ultra Wolf in the back of the face. Here's J-Man with it. J-Man looking for Pat, stopped by Dwarf Slayer. Dwarf Slayer forcing him down to the near side with 10 seconds remaining. 8. Top side over to Scarab with 5. With a forehand shot, goes off Tronics with 3, 2. Looking for the shot. He releases, but not on target, and that will do it for the second. Hartford leads Hot Springs 9-1 at the end of the second. One more period to play to decide who wants the cookie more. 18 shots for Hartford is not a stat I have ever seen as long as I've been on that roster. But I am no longer on it. Dwarf Slayer getting 8 of those 18, pushing a lot of buttons on the offensive side of the puck. 6 players ready to rock, 6 players ready to roll. We're back down on the ice for the third and final period of action in our second matchup of 4 tonight. Tronics. Man, great shot by Dwarf Slayer, just not able to get it past the defense. J-Man has the step, not taking the shot. Looks for the play physical against Dwarf. Dwarf with an empty 4x6, looking for the shot, scores! And he is able to capitalize on it in a major way. And we're one more away from ending it early. Hartford at 10. Anytime I've seen a team hit the net 18, 19, sometimes 33 times in one night, I've never seen that team beaten. Pat with a shot, scores, and they have 2 on the board. J-Man able to work his magic down low, getting the assist warranted for it. Tronics fumbling the bag back on the defensive side. Maybe they just want more room for a little star of the week magic. Who's to say? Intentional throwing for content. I don't know. I'm not going to say whether or not I agree with it. I'm just thinking the things out loud. Tronics there. What did that save? Sent out to the top side. This one fumbles his way down to the near side from Ultra Wolf. Finds Tronics down the near side over to Dwarf Slayer. Forehand chance. Nice try with a toe drag, but Scarab adamant on the shot lane. Ultra Wolf trying to get this one towards the cage off that forehand. Finds his way back over to Tronics. Tronics off to the top side from the hip to the backhand towards the cage, but not enough to get it on. Here's J-Man off of Dwarf Slayer. Backhand shot just wide off the near side. Here's JS Tronics with it. Back out to the point. Pat with a step. Nice try to get past on the physical side, but Ultra Wolf there just a little bit stronger. Scarab out of the zone. Wolf from the hip. Top side over to J-Man. J-Man off the backhand from the forehand. A good try on the dangle, just not able to get that one on target at the end all be all. Ultra Wolf, Dwarf Slayer. Sent down over to Scarab. Scarab with a shot, goes off Ultra Wolf. Controlled off the backhand and out of the way of harm down to the near side wall. Pat Mister off the back end. Finds J-Man from the hip out to the center lane, but not able to get it from the point onward. Dwarf Slayer just wreaking havoc as the 2 on the ice. Playing high, intense pressure on the puck. Shot, nice save by Scarab. Scarab to J-Man. Point to point over to Dwarf Slayer. Dwarf Slayer looking for the little backhand chance at a little bit of a difficult angle. Just pulls it out in front. He finds a goal, and the Hartford Wolves are up 11-2. Hartford wants that playoff spot. With this win, they'll be tied for 4th in the intermediate division. They have 306 to work with. We'll drop it again. Somebody's going home with either a souvenir or a black eye, and I'm not sure which it is. Scarab, top side, stomped away there by Ultra Wolf. Sent down to the near side corner. Here's Scarab with it off the backhand. Over to Pat. Pat here in the neutral zone. Shooting near side. And J-Man barely missing this doorstep. Off that near side post. J-Man sandwiched between 2 Hartford players. Finds Dwarf Slayer out to Tronics. Shot saved away. Now one stumped back into the neutral zone. We're still 1 away from a mercy roll here in the third. With about 2 minutes 37 to work with. Here's J-Man, topside, red hots, finds his way to Pat. Pat off the forehand, stopped by a Dwarf Slayer. He'll send this one back into the red hots territory. Between the hash marks here, Scarab to the top side. Sends that one for a cross-ice pass. J-Man was the intended receiver, but he was not the guy that received it. Down the near side, goes out to the point. Here's Tronix at his own blue line. With Pat on his heels, he'll look for refuge off the near side. Dwarf with a shot goes to the top side corner. Here's Scarab off the forehand. Goes off a few domes and into the far side wall. Tronix after this one back on the defensive side with a little bank pass looking for himself. Challenging Pat with a little jousting match. Tronix near side finds his way corner to corner over to Dwarf Slayer. Dwarf Slayer near side just out of the reach of Ultra Wolf will go at the full 200. Here's Scarab, top side. J-Man backhand, stomped away there by Dwarf Slayer over to Scarab. Scarab against Ultra Wolf. Steps, shoots off the far side, and that goes wide. J-Man with a shot. Tronix with the answer. Tronix once more with it down the near side wall. Slayer, Ultra Wolf, not able to get it to go. Scarab leaving that one go near side. Dwarf Slayer hitting the enemy cage off the back end, looking for a little wraparound. He finds it, and that will do it. 23 shots total for the Hartford Wolves. And I've never, ever seen that out of them before. Dwarf Slayer might be the missing puzzle piece to the Hartford core. Will that be the case? Will it not be? We got the rest of the season to figure it out. But that will do it for Game 2. Another Mercy Roll here tonight. Hot Springs 2, Hartford 12. And what a difference on the board. 15 shots, 8 goals. Dwarf Slayer, player of the match, pulling a lot of the weight for the Hartford Wolves. Of course, you missed Scarab, had 12 of the team's 13 saves. And that's about the story of tonight. We got about 10 minutes to burn before the next matchup starts. But possession time, pretty even. Takeaways, higher than I thought it would be. I think that stat might actually be fixed. We'll have to wait and see throughout the rest of the regular season. I know pro stats way more than I know IM and Challenger stats. So we'll keep an eye on it going into tomorrow. I know the Hot Tamales have a game tomorrow from Hot Springs. We'll see how they calculate that one. Play it up, dial it down. But Dwarf Slayer, 15 shots, 8 goals, did all the pulling that Hartford needed for that matchup. Ultra Wolf, of course, having 1 goal, 4 points on the night, and 2 out of the team's 5 saves. Tronix heading up the defensive side. Great stuff from everybody around on the ice. Scarab, 12 of 13 saves. Almost had a few more to go on top of that, but yeah, it's 25 shots from the Hartford Wolves. That's the storyline for tonight. But yeah, Hot Springs looking back on the tape, got a few things to note, and be interested to see where they land for the rest of the season. But coming up next in the next matchup, it's the Denver Cutthroats. It's the Florida Freeze in our final challenger matchup of tonight here on the SPL Network. My name is Darth. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Slapshot action.